Brads, we did it in the end. 3-1 Manchester United, a great comeback. Last minute goal from Garnacho, Fred with the icing on top. We didn't have it all our own way. There was a little bit of cup final blues, changes were made. Ten Hag wouldn't have been happy, but again, we keep fighting. We don't give in.
Ten Hag time.
Ten Hag time.
It was a roller coaster, that game, but
yeah,
the mentality to come back, brilliant.
What do you think it was of why we were kind of poor for quite a long time and had to end up trying to come back into the
game? Because we made so many changes, and I think Ten Hag had one eye on Liverpool, so he made a lot of changes. So it was almost like they didn't play that. There was not enough chemistry because they didn't play enough together.
We said it. We were saying it at half time, weren't we? Yeah. We wasn't surprised to see Casemiro coming on, McTominay coming off. McTominay Sabitzer just didn't work in there, did it? At the back, I know you were saying how slow it was. You wanted to talk about that, didn't you? About the defence being really slow because there was no Varane, no Martinez.
Yeah, it was really poor. Yeah, Martinez made a difference when he came on, and Casemiro made a difference. So that was good. We just don't stop fighting though. Let's talk about the team spirit, because one thing's playing bad. Exactly. Like we never give up. I was saying throughout the game, there's half an hour left. Just keep the composure. We can come back, and they did that. So
Garnacho finds a massive goal. You know, starts off in the first half. I mean, we were talking about it, weren't we? It was like he had a good shot, but kind of needed to feel his way into the game. Then once we got the second goal, the first goal, you just felt that second goal coming. But Garnacho to do that at that time, compose himself, whip it into that far corner, unbelievable for the kid.
I wouldn't start him at Anfield. I know that might sound mad, but I see him more as a super sub in terms of, like, he only started coming into his own when the defenders got tired. Because in the first half he was poor, but brilliant from the kid.
Garnacho, ringing out round the stadium. Your guy as well, the box of chocolates. Fred, he comes on, gets his goal.
I called it, Fred. Goal.
And that is why you do it, innit? Because it doesn't matter whether he starts, whether he comes on or whatever. He finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, buzzing.
And in up front, Weghorst, we're speaking about him in the first half. Even though there wasn't a lot to shout about, he was laying off players, linking up the play. Didn't quite get his goal today, but again, put in Marcus Rashford, nearly got himself a goal. But he's just working tirelessly for the team.
He's the unsung hero in this team. Like, he's a nuisance for defenders. He may not score, but he's an absolute pain for defenders. Like, he keeps the pressure on all the time. Like, that guy's engine is mental.
He don't stop running, does he?
Yeah.
And I know the goals aren't always there, but Ten Hag loves him. The players like having him there in terms of, okay, he might not have expected to end up at Man United this season. You know that when he was sort of kneeling down on the cup final, just looking up, saying, "Wow, like I've done this." But then you see how he works so hard for the team. He's infectious. What sort of role do you think he could play going to Anfield?
I think he's crucial in that game because not just his pressing. Like, I saw a stat. Every single game he's done 90+% pass accuracy, which is massive. So the players know he's going to get the ball back from them, and it sticks up top.
That's what happened today as well. Everything that was going into him was sticking. He was setting people. In terms of the front three, what would you do going to Liverpool? How would you have it?
Weghorst up front.
Yeah.
Rashford and Anthony out wide.
Yeah, and that'll probably be what he goes with as well. I want to talk about Casemiro though, because he came on half-time. He thought he got a goal. He was offside. But do you think that he helped us to elevate our level? He's winning tackles. People were up applauding again. How big of an impact did he make coming on?
He's the best midfielder in the world. He's the best midfielder on the planet. Like, he's the most complete midfielder I have ever seen at Man United. And my first season was David Moyes. The most complete midfielder I've seen in the whole Premier League. Like, he's got everything. He can tackle, he can defend, he can score goals, he can get assists, he's got the range of passing, he's got everything.
And Brad showing his age there, because he said in his time watching Man United, and like you said, since David Moyes, you've seen Fellaini, you've seen Schneidlin, you've seen Schweinsteiger, you've seen Herrera, you've seen Paul Pogba, you've seen Carrick, but like you said, you're saying Casemiro, like out of those types of players, been unbelievable.
In general, like every single midfielder playing on all
the league
clubs,
now, yeah, and a lot of people said, he's coming here for the money, or why are you spending that much money on a 30+-year-old? What he's doing.
It wasn't even 70 million. I don't get what it was. 50 million with 20 million add-ons.
Yeah.
And that's performance-related add-ons. So it's 50 million. It's a bargain. And people that say Rodri and Partey are better than him, shut up, go away.
Who was your man of the match today to finish off?
Weghorst.
Yeah.
Like, people give it to Garnacho because he scored the winning goal, and he was brilliant in the second half. But Weghorst, I thought, was brilliant for 90 minutes.
Unsung hero, like you said.
Yeah.
And going on to Liverpool, I know we've been talking about him. I need you to let these guys know, because he's confident against Liverpool. Talk to us about what's going to happen at Liverpool.
Going to win 4-1.
How come you're so confident 4-1?
because they make so many mistakes at the back, and if they play the exact same midfield as Milner and Henderson, they're pensioners. Like Bruno and Fred will run riot in that midfield, and they make so many mistakes, will score loads of goals. And I think if we score at least 2, we're getting a result out of that game because our defence is solid.
Saying it, 4-1, 4-1, man of the match, Weghorst. Brad, wicked, good stuff, good man.